In this tutorial, we will apply security rules to imported external data sources as system administrators in Oracle Fusion Data Intelligence, or FDI. Role-based security ensures users only see the data they are authorized to access, protecting sensitive information like data confidentiality and compliance. FDI's predefined subject areas already have role-based security, but data pulled from external sources will need manual implementation of data security. In this scenario, I'll import an external employee dataset into FDI and apply role-based security by region to ensure users only see the data they're authorized to access as a way to maintain data confidentiality. On the FDI homepage, I'll click Create, then Dataset to begin. I'll then import an external dataset with HR employee data. Once the dataset is uploaded, I will complete a few data preparation steps to enhance the data quality, like changing a few of the columns from measures to attributes. For example, I'll change calendar month and person number from measure to attribute. I'll then navigate to the Join Diagram tab and find the country column, which I will use for region-based security filters. I'll then select the filter icon and then Add Role. My FDI administrator has already created HR application roles, so I'll search for HR and then select HR US Executive. Then I'll click on the plus icon to create an expression filter. I'll label it as HR America since users for this role will only see HR information assigned to the United States. In the expression field, I'll use the country column, then the operator in, and then the country codes that are present in the column, like Australia, China, France, and the United States. This filter can be as simple or as complex as I need it to be. I'll then validate and click Apply. I'll add another role-based filter. I'll select HR Australia Executive and set up another expression filter to include Australia. I'll then save this dataset and name it as HR Executive Data Security. Once the dataset is saved, I can click Create Workbook. I will multi-select country name, job, department attributes, and salary and bonus measures. Then right-click, select Pick Visualization, and then Table. I'll create a second visual with just country and salary as a bar chart. Then I'll save this workbook. I'll name it HR Executives, select All, Shared Folders, then Collaboration Folder. I'll click Save and then apply the permission changes to share related artifacts, which is the dataset I imported. Now I can test the security for this dataset by logging in as an author to see what they would have access to. First, I will go to Catalog, then Shared Folders and Collaboration Folder, where I'll find the workbook I created earlier as an admin. When I open the workbook, I see this user only has access related to Australia, whereas the admin user has access to data related to all countries. I'll test it again as a different user, this time as a consumer in my organization. I will go to Catalog, then Shared Folders and Collaboration Folder, where I'll find the workbook I created earlier as an admin. Now I don't see any data in this workbook. This means that this particular user does not meet the criteria set up by the role-based security assigned to the dataset in this workbook. When importing external data sources, FDI makes it easy to apply role-based security to maintain confidentiality and ensure that users only see data they're authorized to access. Find additional videos in this series and more resources on using Fusion Data Intelligence in the links below.